up YouTube? It's me, it's your favourite Steve. How you doing? It's Friday. I don't know what the date. Why do I even go on about the date? I do this every time I do a video. It's Wednesday and I don't know what the date is. I don't pay attention to the date. The last time I paid attention to the date was when I was in year 11. I had to write it down. I suppose when I was having science stuff at work. But no, who cares? Anyway, I was fine and dandy, got a charity shop haul for you. I wouldn't say there's quantity and bits of quality here today. Not that many duds, just consistent. I'd call this haul consistent. Went to a few places yesterday, Hurton and Codsall. But yeah, didn't do too bad. Picked up some bits where I was like, that's worth something. Okay. There's a couple of bits that are 50, 30 quid, which I would have walked past, and I've probably seen stuff like it before and then just never thought of looking at it. But yeah, nothing else really going on. eBay wise, again, sales are just a bit drippy. Nothing major selling at the minute. We're getting by. I'm still getting sales. My cats are driving me insane today. I don't know if it's a full moon. I don't know if something's going on. I think what it is, I've said this to the wife, when I have packaging to do, or I have like quite a bit of stuff that I'm going through this morning. It's, I don't know, like they've got to be in it. They've got to be roundy. They've got to be round me. Any other time, if I sat at my sofa and did nothing, just sat there and just stared at a freaking wall, all my cats would be asleep. But the second I start doing something, got one of them, and then I got another one like trying to, I got glass, and like it's like, we've got to jump through the glass. We've got to jump through the glass. We've got to get through the glass. You know what I mean? Open these blinds with. There we go. We've got to jump through the glass, and we've got to. That one's a bit too bright. Yeah, but why? Why have you got to be in my crap? It's there. Leave it alone. Why have you got to be in it? It's breakable. Strong, man. Just opening the blinds because I have visitors on Friday sometimes. I'm just keeping an eye on. But yeah, they've just been a nightmare. Like, I've just been getting this stuff out of them around my feet. So you've been fed. Just go away. Cats, man. Like my wife the other day. Look, we've got 4 cats. 4. We ended up 2 that are blood related. Then we got another one, and then there was another one where it was that freaking game where it's they can't find her an home. Nobody's got an home for her. So we ended up having, damn wrong, I love my cats, but just oh god, they're just all around me all the time. It's always on doing shit. I can hear, I don't know if you can hear that. One of them's out there, because I've shut this door. One of them's out there, terrorising someone out there just to get my attention. That's another thing with cats. They get your attention. I don't think the cat, because I've had a dog before. I never had pets when I was a kid. But like with cats, I thought cats were just like, oh no, I want to fit. But like cats are attention seekers. Attention seekers that'll do stuff. My cat I've got one cat, we've got magnets on the fridge. We always get a magnet when we go abroad somewhere. We've got magnets on the fridge. He broke like 3 of them. Because he was on top of the fridge and he just nails down, gets his paw, hooks like, because it was bottle openers from when I was drinking. But hooks it and then just lets it drop on the floor and then just looks at you. It's like, you twat. You've just broke one of the freaking bottle openers. So there's a car parking up outside. I think it's for me. It's like, you twat. You twat. I'm trying to think of the other one. I think it's mostly the lad. The lad just, we've got 1 boy and then 3 girls. The lad just, he just does things to get attention. I wasn't going to go on a long rant. I was actually going to start this video going, right, I'm just going to get into the haul, guys, because I chat on way too much beforehand. Just 2 minutes before I freaking pressed record on this, the cats have just drove me mad. I'll show you the glass in a minute. I've got some delicate glass here, and then intertwining between the glass. It's like, there's a whole living room you could go around. There's all the rooms in the house you could be. But now you've got to be like in between two delicate glass vases and be twisting between them. Anyway, right, let's go through the, actually I'll show you this first because it's on top. And then I'll go through the clothing because I haven't got that much clothing this week. Picked up this because it was $1.99. It's a Wedgwood. Try and not smash it, plate. Let me hold it. It's a Wedgwood, the Fruit Garden 1992 plate. It was only $1.99. It's in this nice little case. And I thought, for $1.99, I'll pick it up. I'm sure it'll go for something. It's in this nice little case. How much was it? 15 quid. But yeah, it's alright, only $1.99. Should get double figures profit if that goes straight away. Right, and then we'll go through the clothing. This one's a bit of pain. Trying to find a price. It's 100% wool. This is. Let me have a look at the tag because I was out with the wife yesterday. So the wife got this. The wife saw this and then she said it's 100% wool. Should I get it? I was like, yeah, if you want. Yeah. Outer 100% wool. Body lining polyester. Filling is feather and down. That might change the price on this, I don't know. But you can hear it, it's like really, and that's why there's feathers coming out the freaking the middle of it. But yeah, it's just a nice gilet. I'm sure I'm getting it the wrong time of year, to be fair, seeing as spring's coming. But you can wait till next year maybe. But yeah, this cost me $7. I'll put 30 quid, but I don't know whether, I don't know if there's an option of feather as a filling on eBay, but I might have a look. But yeah, 30 quid I'm going through on that one. This one, I thought there'd be more in it, but not really. Hobbs London, I don't know what colour you call that. That looks on the camera kind of teal. But $9.99, just a Mac. Only about 25 quid, I think. Oh, for God's sake, what? There we go. $9.99, 25 quid. And so about 25 quid on that one. We've got some sea salt. Sea salt. It was in the men's section, this was, but it's a size 20. Just a sea salt, quarter zip, pull over. It says on the label, sea salt always have, it's not that side, it's the other side, but it's Port Isaac. It says Port Isaac half zip. I'd say it's more, I don't know, maybe. So it's more quarter zip, but we'll put it in there. I'll put the title in there, but yeah. Couldn't find a price for the actual name on the tag, which was Port Isaac. Going by a half zip, quarter zip pullover. About 20 quid, $4.49. This one, yeah, I don't know what. I've got an LL Bean gilet, which hung around for quite a bit, but I think it sold for about 25 quid. So I've never seen LL Bean anywhere else again. That's the label. It's wrinkle resist. Yeah, it's wrinkle resist. Cost me how much? 3 quid. About 20 quid. These were ones the wife picked up. Some Phase 8 burgundy viscose trousers. Kind of 3/4 leg viscose trousers. Yeah, kind of floaty leg openings. $5.49, 15 quid on there. And then I've done all right. this winter on kind of hunting looking shirts and gilets and stuff. And I've never heard of this brand before, but it's Deer Hunter. This was £8. I did a quick look and the shirts were going, the highest ones were like about 30 quid. But yeah, £8 I'll go for 25. That's the most consistent price. About 25 quid on that one. Deer Hunter. Guessing it's a farmer thing. Yeah, so that's all the clothing, not that much clothing. I'll go through a couple of duds. Not really duds, but not that much money in them. Where are we at? For God's sake. There we go. Just some coasters. I thought they looked alright. Got different things on every coaster. 6 of them. Shaped like pineapples, and then they've got like different motifs or pictures on the front. £1.99. I'll go for 15 quid. It's a nice little set. Go for 15 quid on them. This, I got this because my mum used to have one of these when I was a kid. Like a Lucky Shillelagh. It was on. Mum used. I swear it was my mum. I think it was my mum. My mum or my nan. Used to have one of these hanging. It's £2.99. When I looked, I swear, because when I first looked, I thought it was about 20 quid. But doing a little bit more research on it, I don't think it's 20 quid. I think it's about a tenner. Yeah, tenner. It's a £2.99 tenner Shillelagh. This one's a dud. I picked this up, and when I picked it up, I did think, is this going to be completely useless without the coffee and sugar canisters as well? And that's kind of what it is. It has got a bit of a, I don't know if you can see on the inside there. There we go. It's got a bit of a crack there, or a chipping, a bit of a chip. But as you can tell, there's another one that's sold. It's only sold on auction for £5, and then there's another one that's sold with the set of the coffee and sugar. So £2.50, also with the chip. One sold for £5. I think I'm just going to go and put it on for 6 quid at auction and see if someone wants to bid it up. But yeah, we'll see. But I like, as soon as I see that pattern, I know the sets, you know, the cups and the teapots and stuff like that go for all right money. So I thought it was worth a punt at £2.50. I didn't really have time to look on my phone. But yeah, I'll go for 6 on auction and see what happens. This one was a punt, another punt. A cast iron cat and kitten door stop. £2 quid. It was £2 quid. About 20 quid I'll get on that, or 20 quid I'll shoot for on that. But I've I don't know. But ever since I've started reselling, I remember someone commenting before about always said like the heavy. If it's heavy, it's got to be worth something. So yeah, 20 quid on that one. Yeah, got this cowboy hat. It's not going to fit my noggin. It's not going to fit my noggin. I've got a bit of a unit on me. It's not going to fit my noggin. But the only reason why I picked this up, me and my friend Mark, I don't know, Mark's been on the videos before. We were talking about it the other day. He said he's always wanted to do weird shit. Always like saying, I'm going to do this. And like, he's not going to really. One was he was going to live in a canal boat. He'd never been on a canal boat, never drove a canal boat, never freaking lived on one, never stayed on one. But he was going to completely just go and live on a canal boat. But we're talking about how like he wants to move to Texas, and we're like, oh, I'd love to be able to walk around with a cowboy hat. But you can't do it in Wolverhampton. You know what I mean? You can't. He lives in Stafford, but you can't do it. You know, in England, really, you can't just walk around with a cowboy hat. We had a cowboy. He used to walk around Wolverhampton town centre. You know, it happens every. I had a friend in London, and she used to have a person in her area that was You know, you always have them. Every town centre has like its own. I don't want to say weirdo, but you know what I mean. But anyway, we had a cowboy in Wolverhampton. We had a cowboy for years. He'd go around. He had the freaking, what's it called? The chaps, everything. I don't know if he didn't have a real gun. I think he might have had a toy gun. I'm sure the police would have had a word with him if he had a real gun. We were talking about like you don't want to be cowboy man mark number 2. Because this cowboy now he's in Wolverhampton, and he's not a cowboy anymore, and he'll stop you in town. When he was a cowboy, he'd stop you in town. But now he's in town. He's not a cowboy anymore. He found God. And that's all his thing is. I used to be a cowboy. Like he was a bad guy cowboy. But then he was saved by Jesus. So he's no longer a cowboy. He doesn't wear the hat anymore. The hat's been hung up. So I don't want to be cowboy mark number 2, you know what I mean? But that's what made me think about this. I thought, I'll get this. I'll see if there's any money in it. If not, I'm going to ship it to my mate. But it's all right. £5, 20 quid. It's a nice little hat, ain't it? The brand is I think. YA. It's got a size and everything in there. I'll give it a measure. But yeah, about 20 quid. Stone cold for that. Yeah, that's. We've got some sketches, some shape ups. I've bought shape ups before, trainers. That went for about 35 quid, but these aren't worth as much. The Sketches shape ups, Mary Jane's. Where we at? 25 quid, £7.99 that cost me, but you can always tell the shape ups by the sole underneath. This, it makes me laugh. I bought this and then I put it in a bag, and I've seen it's a capiche shell light shade. I talked about this the other week about not picking these up because they're a nightmare. A bit wheezy today. They're a nightmare especially because I don't drive, so I've always got a bag with me. I've got like a big freaking, bag for life type of thing. Then these get squashed, so I never pick them up, and this one's got squashed. Even though I'm with my wife, we had to pop in a couple of shops, so it was in a bag, and they can't, you literally need to have it and carry it around like that for it not to get squashed, bent, but as you can tell, it's a little bit bent out of shape. But I'll show it in the photos. I've also got to show every little nook and cranny of these glasses, but I see these everywhere. I saw 3 of these yesterday. And in the last shop I was in, I was like, right, I'm picking that up. Someone's telling me to sell them. Someone. But yeah, £2.95. These ones go for about 20 quid. You have the bigger ones that go for about 30. But I saw there was 3 big ones in a charity shop in Bridge North. Not last week, the week before the half term. And I didn't pick them up because I knew they were a pain in the arse. But yeah, go for 20 quid. Just got to take a lot of photos of it to make sure they're now, and then having to be shapen. I'm sure there's one, I think that bit of that panel's coming out. So yeah, it's a nightmare. These are probably one of my best items this week. The wife picked these up, and I knew nothing about them. They're Fit Flops. It's a brand I've never heard of, I've never seen when I've been out. But yeah, they were £6.99. My wife was like, trust me, they'll be worth something. I had a look, about 40 quid. So yeah, I'm well happy with that, especially with summer coming. So yeah, about 40 quid. It's definitely something else I'll be looking at, but it's got that logo on the bottom. But yeah, about 40 quid. I was surprised. I was like, fair play, Shelley. Because normally, like, she picks up garbage. Only joking. She doesn't watch this. She barely knows I do videos. Right. So that's all stuff on the floor. Yep. Clothing done. We've got a penguin. A paperweight penguin. Murano style, definitely. 2 quid. Where are we at? Tenner. Only about a tenner, unfortunately. Oh yeah, we picked up another Funko. This one in the box with the plastic on the inside. Again, I said if it's in a box and it's a £5, I'm going to pick it up. If it's £3 and it's not in a box, I'll pick it up. But yeah, Sergeant Slaughter WWE. I'd probably keep this if I had space for my Funkos. I probably would keep this. But yeah, it was £4.99, about £15 on that one. Where is it? Yeah, about £15. Right, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 6 more items. This one, I thought this would be worth more than it actually is, but it's a Murano fish. It stands up like a vase. So I've got a big one up in the loft, which has been there for a while. I've got it on for quite a bit. It's on for £50. But it's about, compared to that, it's about that big. But it hasn't shifted. But yeah, £4.99. Only about £20. I was surprised. I remember these fishies when I first started doing it were worth quite a bit. But yeah, only about £20. £20 on that one. Leave that. Yeah. This one, it's like I showed you that red vase that I picked up the other day. Where I struggled with the price. So I'm kind of going to compete against myself. Like that red one of kind of the last big bulky Murano vase that I'd sold. I don't know if I said in the video I was going for 40. I'm pushing it and I've gone for 30. But with this one, I've sold, these are kind of handkerchief vases. So with that pattern, I'd call that a handkerchief vase. If I was Murano style handkerchief vase. I've sold one of these recently for £20, so I'm going to go for 25 on that one. Because the prices are just so all over the place. Like you could go for the highest, and there's consistent prices of £150, and I know I'm not going to get £150. So if I compete against myself, I've sold one for 20 recently. I'll go for 25. It only cost me a £5, so I'll go for £25 on that one. And then kind of the same with this. Another Murano flower. This gets manky in that tube. I'm not going to try and clean it out. I'm going to say to the person that it needs a clean. The last time I had one of these, I had a blue one. I'm not showing it in a video. I had a blue one. I tried to clean it out and I couldn't get the water out. It was a nightmare. I could not get the water out of the spout. It just would not come out. You could have tipped it, but then it bubbled. It was a nightmare. So I'm just going to say they need to clean it. But that was £3. Not that much really, I don't think. About 20 quid. I've sold ones for 20 around that price before. But the going price at the minute's £20. 3 more things. Well, I've got this one and then the 2 things that I was surprised with. This, another glass Murano, it's hand blown because of underneath. This was £2, which I'm surprised. Sold a few of these for about 20-25, but I'm going to go for £30 on that one. It's just a nice purse, a Murano style purse, glass purse. So that one will go for 30. It was only £2, just sitting on the back of the shelf. And then these 2 last bits. This made me. The only reason why I looked at these, back in the day, I used to wear a belt. You know, when I was young, and I thought I was listening to Limp Bizkit and hip hop. I thought it was like in between rock and hip hop. You know what I mean? So I had a belt buckle. I think it was Echo. It's like a rhino red belt buckle. It's freaking weary. So when I saw these, it made me think of that, and I was like, oh, look at them. I remember them back in the day. I was like, I'll have a look. I'll look them up. So I picked both belts up. There's a bit of a punt. Now there's no other ones of this actual logos on eBay, but they're Dsquared. Dsquared. So that one's got the Rebels Dsquared, 1967 to 1995. I don't know if that means anything, but it's the Rebels. And if you look at the other ones, some of the belts have gone. There's some nice belts that have gone for about 70 quid. Looking like this, but with this one's been cut, unfortunately. Although I did look on the belt, and the belts, they have a printed Dsquared logo in there. It's you can see it looks imprinted, but it's not exactly imprinted. But yeah, £2.99 these both cost me. But this one, because it's cut, I've just gone by the belt buckle. The belt buckles by themselves are going for about 30 quid. So I'm going to go for 30 quid on that one. Because of the belt being cut. So yeah, I'll go for 30 quid on that one. I couldn't believe just belt buckles. Like, I've seen belt buckles before, and I've kind of had a little, I'm like, no, should I? Shall I have a punt? But yeah. So yeah, I'll go for 30 quid on that one. For God's sake, that sticker stuck to my foot. For 30 quid on that one. Dsquared, the Rebels. And then I've got this one, which this one hasn't been cut. This belt hasn't been cut. But yeah, kind of American, was it? Three fingers? Rock sign. But yeah, again, £2.99. This one again's got the logo on the belt. I'm gonna go for 50 quid on this one. Sorry. Go for 50. So yeah. Another thing for me to keep an eye out. I love it when I pick up stuff where I go, oh, I wouldn't look at that, and now I would. Now it's definitely something that I'll have a look in, like where they keep the toys and the belts and stuff in charity shops. But yeah, that was only £2.99. Gonna shoot for 50. So yeah, well happy. So not a bad haul, not bad haul. A lot of glass. A lot of glass, then belt buckles. What else? I'm going to look at that Bowden July again. Now I know it's full of feathers. See if it's worth anything else. What else was there? Yeah, it's just a lot of like 20, 25, 30s, and not a lot of below 10s, which is good. So yeah, I might be going sourcing over the weekend. When's March? This might be the last weekend. Sorry, just bright lights all of a sudden just come shining through here. I think this is the last weekend I'm not going to go to the car boot. I said I'll start in March. There is a car boot that's on at the minute, but I haven't been going to because it's pants at this time of year. It's on a smaller field. There's not that, it's the regular people that are there every week. You might find a few little bits, but nothing major. But now March is coming, spring's coming. I think in my head now I'm saying March to October, because when October comes, it gets dead in October. They run in October, but it's dead in October. So I'm going to give myself March to October. Every Sunday, depending on what the weather's like, I'm going to go up to the car boot. Also depending on what money's like as well. Because it's as I said, look, I've just spent here, I think it was yesterday, I spent, it was 120 quid, something like that. And then in comparison of the day's sales I've only done, in the last 2 days, I've probably done about 120 quid. So it's like, yeah, so depending on money, hopefully it picks up. I think it's just having a little bit of a slow day. Just a slow period, but hopefully it'll pick up. But anyway, for now, I'll see you. I'll probably do a sales video or whatever. But for now, peace out. Stay safe, stay beautiful. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.